Hi, hello. Okay, let me just be upfront. I know that this topic is very serious and it's something that I really feel strongly towards and want to talk about, but I also know that it seems like anytime I upload a video to this channel, it's always something so dark and something so personal. And although I made the video about wanting to show you guys the light, I also feel like the only time that I can really express myself and talk about things seriously is when it's something that affects me, my friends, or the people I care about. And it's very hard for me to form these thoughts in like a tweet or like a league video or something crazy like that because it's so serious. I feel like the only way that I can talk to people is face to face. So yes, today's topic is suicide humor. Let me preface this by saying that I fully understand suicide humor. I'm gonna be real with you, I've laughed at a lot of jokes that end in I wanna kill myself, or jokes that sort of exacerbate situations to the point of wanting death. And although I do find it funny because it's literally the most extreme reaction to anything that could happen to you, I also know the seriousness of it, and I've struggled with these things myself. And so I just wanted to talk about suicide humor for a second. At the end of the day, I know that it's humor. I know that it's a type of comedy. But something that I've had to wake up to recently is the fact that there are people who don't understand the real gravity of the situation. It seems like only in the past couple of years have jokes like this sort of taken this huge leap into the general media, into the regular everyday folk, into like Twitter, into Instagram, into videos, and all forms of media. I mean, honestly, the first time that I heard of someone saying it as a joke, it just it shocked me. It honestly shocked me, and I didn't find it funny at all. And then over time, as I heard it over and over again, it desensitized the word, and I could laugh at it. And it was so hard for me at the very beginning to take it as a joke because it's something that has been weighing heavily on my heart since I was young. And it's something that I've lost friends to, I've lost family to, and I know the gravity of the situation. And because of this desensitization, it's something that there was a point where I started making jokes like that, and I feel like I still do occasionally. Like, it's hard for me if I feel like something's going to be extremely funny not to say a joke like that, but I also know that I'm in a time where it seems like I'm closer and closer to losing so many people. There's a joke that goes around about how all editors are depressed, and in a sense, a lot of my friends, including me, I guess, have dealt with depression, and there's a difference between depression and being depressed, because anybody can be depressed, but not everyone has reoccurring depression. It's such a weird thing to talk about, and it's such a hard thing for me to say, because to my friends I might seem like a hypocrite. To strangers I might seem like I'm oversensitive. But in the end of the day, all I care about is making sure people feel comfortable and able to talk about serious topics without it being a problem. In a sense, it's a lot easier to talk about these topics because of suicidal humor, because there are also people who could be like, haha, everyone thinks this is funny, but I also actually feel this way, and this is a real problem going on with me. And some people can relate with that and understand. And there are also some people who will only ever see suicide as a joke, as a weak outlet, as something that can be easily fixed if you, I don't know, go out and work out more, hang out with friends more often, leave your house, like all this shit that people always say. The thing is, a lot of people don't realize that sometimes you do the things that you do because you're depressed and not the other way around. All in all, I really do feel like suicide humor is a very gray area. It's not something that can be fixed in an instant. Humor in general is very much a very gray area, and it's all about knowing your boundaries, and if someone isn't okay with that, they'll go somewhere else, or all that shit. But personally, I have been having a hard time dealing with talking to friends about how I'm feeling. And unfortunately, I've had moments where I've told friends how I'm feeling, and I'll just be like, hey, I want to die. And like, in a sense, they think, haha, just a joke, but in reality, it's something that's weighing heavily on my heart. Like, I rarely tell someone that I want to die unless I actually feel like I don't want to be alive anymore. And not being able to have a real conversation with someone about your mental health and about your problems is something that sort of blows in the society. It sort of sucks nowadays. It seems like it's so hard to have a real conversation these days. I think it also stems from the fact that the community that I'm a part of is a video game community, and although there are a lot of loving individuals, there's also a lot of jokes, and a lot of very offensive jokes that are popularized and are just shared around, and if you don't think it's funny, then you're easily offended, and if you feel like you're being attacked, then that's on you. There's just a lot of things about being in this life that's very hard for me and a lot of the people that I care about. And so the only thing I want to do is make sure that people feel safe. And I want to be able to come to those around me and come to those that I care about and those that care about me. We could both talk to each other in a mature manner and get past suicide humor in a sense. And I'm curious, how do you feel about suicide humor? Do you feel like it affects you? Do you feel like it's something that is just a phase in society? Do you feel like it's something that personally you don't like? Or do you think it's something that just should be ignored and it's just the internet, as a lot of people like to say? Let me know. There are a lot of videos that I want to make soon, and I just want to get in the habit of making videos again. So hopefully this is a start. I've said this so many times, but I think this is the final moment where I'll just be making videos a lot. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you later. Peace.